Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everybody. Hope all is well with everybody. Listen, lately, the past couple of days, I've been doing a lot of marketing in reference to life insurance with living benefits, right? Because I'm running across, clients who parents are getting sick and they don't have money to take care of them. It's exhausting income, from their family and their children. And I just want to, because most of us don't have life insurance because, we believe, okay? Let me not say most of us, some people, okay? Because right now, currently as it stands, I got $1.8 million in life insurance. I recently just purchased an additional 300,000 from a particular company because their interest rate, was very attractive to me and stuff like that. So I purchased an additional $300,000 about a year or so ago with that one. So, but a lot of people do not have life insurance, which to me is crazy. But outside of life insurance, right? The newer type of life insurance has something called living benefits, which can be used in a case an individual might need some kind of long-term care situation. But outside of that, a lot of people don't know this, and I found this out recently. And when my clients was telling me about it, I thought she was bullshitting. I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was making something up. You know what I'm saying? And it's something called the filial law, right? And what pretty much let me read to you what this is, so you guys have an idea. This is not a game, and most people don't experience it until somebody in the family falls sick, and now problem starts. Right? The filial laws impose a legal responsibility on adult children to support their parents. And here's the crazy part. Over half of the U.S. states have filial laws to require adult children to pay long-term care bills incurred by a parent who don't have the ability to make to pay. Without planning for long-term care, a parent cost could be passed on to their children. I don't know if that's a scary thought process. Especially if you're raising your children, you're minding your business, and you're raising your children, and your parents fall sick, and you don't have money like that to help them for whatever they need, and they have to go through the government to get assistance. Now the government now turn around and say, okay, no problem. We've helped your mom and dad. Now we want our money back. So now they're forcing the children to pay the money back. So how do you resolve this? Put life insurance with living benefits on your parents. It's an easy fix. You should be calling your parents right now, sitting down with an advisor such as myself, and going over options. Okay? I met a lady about a week or so ago. She's almost 70. And this has been on her mind. And you know why? Because she's a nurse. And she sees it every single day. I meet with her next week, okay, to put a plan together for her to cover this so she doesn't become a burden on her children. Okay? Let me also read you guys some additional stats, right? Right? Give me a second here. Let me pull this up. Long-term care costs over $100,000 a year in America. Let me read this to you back one more time. Long-term care costs over $100,000 a year in the United. This could literally break the bank. This could bankrupt a lot. The two reasons why people end up losing a home, a property, is rarely ever that the individual can make the mortgage payment. Is usually number one, somebody falls sick. And number two, somebody dies. Those are usually the two reasons why people end up losing their homes. Assisted living costs on an average is $54,000 a year. Assisted living. Which means you put your family in a home and people there are responsible for taking care of your parents. That's about $5,000 a month. Most people don't have that kind of money. How do you solve that? Easy fix. Life insurance with living benefits. Easy fix. So, I'm going to close out with this. If you have parents and you don't even know if they have life insurance, period, it might be worth it to have a sit down with them and see what we can get going for them. I had to open a policy for my mom. I don't know what my mom got going on. She says she has one. I don't know. I'm not banking on it. I'm just not banking on it because I've never seen it. Okay? I've never seen what she says she has going on. So I'll open up a policy for her on my own. Period. Point blank, period. I'm just not going to bank on it. So if you're a child and you're watching this, and let me tell you how this is relevant. I had a client 5 years ago who, well, he's been a client for almost 10 years now. Someone just told me to ask him, hey, does your mom have insurance? And the client said, oh yeah, my mom well taken care of. She good. Then he come about a year later. Say, you know what? Let me just open up something small additional with my mom because I've been asking her for a policy, and she said, oh, she don't know where it's at. She can't find it, but she good. Come to find out, the mom died 2 or 3 years later, and she didn't have any insurance at all. They ransacked that whole house. They looked through a bank statement to see what premium could be coming out. Nothing was coming out for life insurance. So if this gentleman didn't open that little $25,000 policy, I don't know how they would have handled funeral arrangements. Sometimes you cannot take the word of your parents, especially in our community, where a lot of parents don't want you to know what they have going on. For some reason, it's like a secret. I've never understood that. Listen, you might have to take it on yourself to make sure that they're covered, so that way you don't get in the bind if something happens. Listen, if you want to schedule a time, and also with yourself, because you probably have children. You don't want a situation where it's going to end up affecting your children. Because, listen, people don't have to be old to get sick. Okay? I've had 3 friends that have cancer. And I'm 47 years old. Okay? So at the end of the day, you need to review what you have. If you want to sit down and at least do a review, see what you have going on. See if we can complement what you have going on, or maybe what we have going on might be better than what you currently have. Because some people have old policies. The policy is outdated. It's just like if you bought a car in 1995. The tech in that vehicle is so old. It's dinosaur. The safety features is old compared to what we have now. You understand? My Mercedes can sense if I'm dozing off. And it'll start to pull over on the side of the road and shut the car off. As a matter of fact, if I'm driving on a long trip, it'll tell me to pull over and grab some coffee. Okay? It's a new tech compared to the old S5. It don't have none of that stuff. It's the same thing with life insurance. Okay? Some people are out here with old policies that doesn't have all these new packages that we're talking about. So listen, give me a call. Let's see what we can do. My number, text me, is the best way because I get calls every day, like a lot of calls a day. So I usually respond well with text messages. I know who you are, what you're calling about, and I'll call you back immediately. My number is 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. Or you can email me at evolve@titanevolutiongroup.com. That's evolve@titanevolutiongroup.com. Outside of that, hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed rest of your day. Talk to y'all soon. Love you.